Exciting news that we've been expecting. It seems the Major League Soccer folks are heading to Nashville for a major announcement. We're getting word this morning that the MLS commissioner and Governor Haslam and Mayor Barry are all set to roll out what we can only assume is Music City is getting a Major League Soccer team. These are the renderings of the proposed stadium. This would mean that we beat out several other cities for the franchise expansion. We'll have more on that throughout the day.
All right, right now, Vicki is here with more news. Good morning.
Good morning, and the very latest now on that deadly Amtrak crash. The train that derailed near Seattle on its inaugural run was traveling 80 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone when it tumbled off the tracks onto the interstate below. Chris Martinez is at that disaster site with the very latest.
Crews lifted train cars overnight as they tried to stabilize the scene of Monday's deadly derailment. The National Transportation Safety Board says the train's event data recorder indicates the Amtrak train was traveling 50 miles over the speed limit when it jumped the tracks.
The question is, why was the train traveling at 80 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone? And the answer is it's too early to tell.
The train was making its first run on a faster new route from Seattle to Portland. But when the train entered a curve over the interstate, one of the engines and 12 cars derailed, slamming into cars and trucks below.
Amtrak 501, emergency, we are on the ground.
Is everybody okay?
I'm still figuring that out. We got cars everywhere and down onto the highway.
Authorities say the train was carrying 80 passengers and 5 on-duty crew members.
All of a sudden it was just a crash, and there it was down. I mean, the train went like this.
Amtrak says positive train control, the technology that can slow or stop a speeding train, was not activated on the tracks at the time of the derailment.
At least one local official, Lakewood Mayor Don Anderson, voiced safety concerns about the new line at a city council meeting earlier this month.
Come back when there is that accident and try to justify not putting in those safety enhancements.
The NTSB expects to start interviewing the train crew as early as today. Chris Martinez, CBS News, DuPont, Washington.
Back here, Metro Police are trying to find a gunman after a man was shot to death outside his North Nashville home. The shooting happened just before 6 this morning on 22nd Avenue North. Police tell us the victim was walking to his car to go to work when he was killed. Neighbors reported hearing at least 8 gunshots. It was very foggy at the time of the shooting, and there's not a description of a suspect just yet. Here's a positive story of community activists making a difference. Homeless advocates Nate Lampa and his wife teamed up with a local church to create survival backpacks filled with toiletries, snacks, and blankets. It's part of a new street impact team ministering to our homeless community, and they want you to help them hand out backpacks to people in need and hopefully get to know them better.
And we want this to be a little less transactional of a interaction and more of a relational type thing of, yes, you are giving them something, but we want to build a relationship there. So hopefully you're giving this to somebody that you see a lot.
Volunteers packed more than 200 backpacks, and they're available tonight and Sunday night at The Belonging, which is held at Rocketown in downtown Nashville. Last week, you saw several members of the News Channel 5 family rock on the red kettle to help the Salvation Army. That was a wonderful outpouring of generosity, but they desperately need your help to reach this year's goal. The Salvation Army in Nashville says it's only halfway to its $300,000 goal. The Red Kettle campaign supports much of its year-round services, including supportive housing for men, women, and children, a youth summer day camp, and an emergency assistance program. You can donate at Red Kettles at area Kroger's and other locations across town through this Saturday.